you ask? It's mechanically identical to, and will amicably coexist with, the regular Thunderbird. Both new Thunderbird variants use the same engine and gearbox as the standard Thunderbird range. The 350X employs the 346cc motor from the Thunderbird 350, which makes 19.8 horsepower and 28 Nm of torque, while the 500X is powered by the 499cc motor from the Thunderbird 500, which produces 27.2 horsepower and 41.3 Nm of torque. Both engines are mated to the same 5-speed gearbox. We only let us have the 500X, which also happens to be the most expensive Royal Enfield on sale in the country right now. Moving on, what RE has attempted to achieve with the X is a contemporary-looking cruiser that suits the urban palette. The X wasn't destined for layers of chrome, and with the blacked-out cycle parts came the possibility of alloy wheels, so RE shot it with one at either end. That should suffice, right? With the A 19-18-inch front, rear combination. What you notice first, however, is the paint job. RE has kept it bright and simple, although it has clearly drawn inspiration from the Triumph Street Twin. You can choose from between 4 colors, in all, orange and blue for the 500X, white and red for the 350X, and the fuel tank is the sole recipient of these new colors. Everything else on these motorcycles is some form of black, gloss or matte. In other words, I think it looks neater, more modern and certainly fits the role of an urban motorcycle better than the conventional Thunderbird. Also, while I'm not a fan of alloys on retro motorcycles, the ones on the X do the job and look better than the inevitable aftermarket alloys that find their way on most Thunderbirds. The headlight lens now gets a darker surround, so as to provide a stronger contrast to the projector light and DRL. I don't think this has any impact on the illumination and RE doesn't claim so. Anyway, the headlight dome itself is now a matte black unit and gets a cool 3-point bracket that's neatly finished. You know where to look if you have a motorcycle project to complete. The fork is blacked out, too, although rubber bellows on the fork legs would accentuate the all-black effect RE has tried to achieve with the Thunderbird X range. The new handlebars are a simple, upright unit. The ape hangers are exclusive to the regular Thunderbird, and also new is a one-piece seat, which looks aesthetic and is well finished. A nice, if discreet, detail on the seat is the stitching, which is matched with the color of the fuel tank. Lastly, there isn't a backrest/sissy bar anymore, which means the bike's posterior ends in a taillight unit, same as on the Thunderbird but with a matte black shroud, instead of chrome, mounted on a slightly shortened rear fender. The grab rails have been neatly tucked in under the pillion seat and go with the minimalist theme. Since it is mechanically and dimensionally identical, there isn't a difference to the 500X's mannerisms. As such, it remains a motorcycle with an enjoyable ride quality, and even the worst of Mumbai's roads didn't affect its composure or plushness.